Yes,
So
please
go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead, please.
Now, Vikram, a roundabout way, what I heard from like how they have configured in our thing is just they have a block, delivery block, and based on the product, the end user will just clear that thing, that block, and it goes. It even the credit limit is there.
Right. So
You
they
understood
have
like
not
what I'm
configured the
trying to
warning.
say?
Yes, yes, Nagesh. So
Like,
what I
yeah,
understood in your case, if the credit is not available, they are not doing the warning, they are not doing the error, they are blocking the delivery.
yes,
Right.
and
So that is
based
configured.
on yes, based on the product what he is buying, and if it is in under my limit, that I will be clearing the block so that it
And
goes
that is fine.
inside.
That is
Like,
authorization. That is authorization, Nagesh.
yes, yes, sir. Okay, so that
So
means here they have
uh,
configured in such a way that it will be just blocking, isn't it?
exactly. Here it will be
Okay,
just blocking.
okay. Because I'm not sure like how they have done, but this is what the practice the users are doing. So I thought like how it is. Okay, thanks. I understood
So
now.
first of all, yeah, first of all, it has to be blocked, and then once it is blocked, based on maybe in your case, based on they have made some adjustments that who is going to authorize. Authorization control is a completely different thing where it requires a workflow, it requires the
Yes.
uh, authorizations to be given. So that is completely different thing. But first thing is it needs to be blocked, and then who can
Right.
unblock that can be people from the authorizations.
Okay. So while unblocking, it will not check the credit limit again, isn't it? So it once the
No,
unblock is
no,
done, that credit limit case will go off.
no. What happens is let's assume
Okay.
you are my customer.
Yeah.
You already bought the material worth 9,500 and your
Right.
credit limit is 10,000.
Right.
So now you are giving me the order of 1,000. This one, you are giving me the order
Yes.
of 1,000.
Yes.
Now you are my good customer. Okay,
Right.
so I will not give the error. I will not ask the system to give the error that don't accept the order at all.
Mm.
I want to accept your order. Okay, and I want
Yeah.
this order to be reviewed by the management.
Right.
Okay. And once it is reviewed, then only your delivery department, our delivery department will be deliver the material to you.
Right.
So now once this order will go to the review, this reviewer has to
Mm.
decide whether he want to take this risk or not.
Right.
So what this reviewer can do, first option is okay, it is not a major amount, it is just 500, right? So he can
Yes.
tell no problem. Go ahead with the delivery. He will unblock the order.
Okay.
But
When
let's
he
assume
unblocks, now my point is, I understood until this. I understood. What I meant is when he unblocks, it will smoothly go until the billing, and it will not have, it will not be checking any credit limits beyond that point, right?
definitely it will not check because you are allowing the customer to go beyond what is his credit limit.
Right. Okay. Okay.
That
This
is
is
the
what I
reason we are
wanted to
approved.
understand. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So another thing can be when the approver is reviewing it, he finds out that the amount is huge and we cannot go with this order. So in that case, what he can do is he can give the call to the customer, telling
Mm.
him that we received your order, but the problem is we cannot be able to deliver this material because you already utilize your credit limit. So the option is you pay for the previous amount. So you pay the previous invoice, then we will be unblocking this delivery for you.
Okay. Okay. I understood. Yes, I
Right?
understood. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
As soon as he pays for the previous amount, system will automatically release the credit limit, and you will be able to proceed with this order.
Right. Understood. Understood.
Okay. Yeah, Akshay, you were asking something?
No, I was giving an example of how we used to face this problem when the customer is paying for some other product and his earlier intent was like for some other product. So we were using those credit in oil. I used to work in oil and gas industry where there is credit system is there, but they have to do prepaid to do the transaction. Prepaid systems is there. So once customer places the order, they have to also submit the equivalent amount to purchase that. then only we will able to create the delivery for those. So what used to happen, if the customer is using 2 3 products, and customer prioritize for product A, and his previous indents were like for product C. So he used to first deliver the product C, then he used to get very furious. I just want product A first. Why did you go for product C? So this kind of used to happen because it's not product based credit limit. It's customer
Right.
based, uh, like based on company codes. Correct. That's right.
Right. Right. So normally it is not product based, but at the same time saying that, as I told you, it is possible. We can tell the system that not to carry out the credit check for a particular kind of product that can be handled at the item category level.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you that. Okay, so now let's start the configuration. This is the
One
way in
question,
which we need.
one question here. So when
Yes.
we overlook, if the customer's credit limit is passed and we still want to deliver him the material, whatever he has asked, so we use the VKM3, VKM5 transactions. Then what this actually does means how this happens in the system.
It will happen. It will just allow the customer to go ahead and you can see this example. Na? The limit is how much for this customer? The limit is only 10 lakh. Okay,
Okay.
but we already allowed him to buy the material 10 lakh 20,000, 29,000. So you can see it is already over consumption. So no problem. As long as you are approving it, it will not stop you. It is a see, system is just the mechanism which is telling you that the credit you have provided it is exceeding. But if you still want to go ahead, then no problem. System will allow you to go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. So in FD32, it was showing in minus figures.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was showing over consumed.
Yes, correct, correct. Got it.
So in this case, what is happening? My overall credit limit is this much, but I already got the credit exposure. Credit exposure means how much I utilized. So I already utilized this, which is in the percentage terms. I already utilized 2% or 3% extra than what was originally given to me. Right? Okay. Now let's go to the configuration. So as I told you, most of the other configurations would be done within FSCM. Let me go to the FSCM folder. So within financial supply chain management, you will go to credit management, and within credit management, you will go to credit risk monitoring. In this one, you will open the master data. You will click on the create credit segments. Okay, so this is one of the important thing. I think we already created this one for our company, which is RECH. No, we are not saved. So let me create it once again. So RECH, name whatever you want to provide. So I'm just providing credit segment for RECH, currency, and exchange rate. Why we are providing this exchange rate is because it is not necessary that all the orders that we will be getting from the customer will be in INR. So for example, there is a customer, we have provided him the limit of 10,000 INR. Just give me a minute. Let me open the door. Yeah, sorry. So let's assume you have given the credit limit to the customer of 10,000 INR, but this is a foreign customer. Okay, and he is giving you all the orders in USD. Now, in this particular case, if a customer has given you the order in USD, how will you determine the rate? How will you convert the USD value to INR so that the credit should be performed? So in SAP, there is a table. There is a table where you need to maintain the exchange rate according to the different exchange rate types. This is normally done by your finance counterpart. So there is, just remember this transaction, OB08. This is a place where you maintain different exchange rates. So you tell the system that on a particular date, what is the value, what is the rate for USD to INR or USD to Euro or INR to Euro. There are various different combinations here. So for example, if I want to see what is the rate for exchange rate type M. Normally we use exchange rate type M. There are different exchange rate types here, but standard is exchange rate type M. And I want to see the value from USD to INR. Okay, I'm keeping this field blank so that I can see what are the different dates, and on those dates, what are the different rates. So continue. You can see starting from 30th of September, which is the latest one, the rate is 70. 1 USD equal to 70 INR. If you want to change, this will be changing on day-to-day basis. Every day the rates change, right? So what you can see, I have to create a new entry and I have to tell the system that what is the rate applicable on a particular date. So what system will do, as soon as you receive the sales order for let's say 100 USD, system will come to this table, 100 multiplied by 70, so 7000 INR will become my sales order value, which would be compared whether that much credit is available or not. Right? And that is the reason we are entering this exchange rate type here. So once this is done, you can click on save. So our credit segment is also now created. You need to create credit segment for 2 times. Okay, there is a technical reason for that. I'll tell you where exactly you will be needing to create it. But just remember, we created a credit segment. Now all these things, rating procedure, credit groups, formulas, rules, except risk classes. Risk classes are required, but these things, as I told you, this belongs to the advanced features. I have these slides for this. Okay, and even as I told you, I have a YouTube video which is already published. Okay, I'll send you the link of that YouTube video if you are interested in knowing how these formulas and all work. But otherwise, it is not normally done in SAP SD. Even from the certification point of view also, even from the interviews point of view, nobody is going to ask you how the formulas are done, because normally those are done by the FSCM consultants. Okay, so risk class is important. Now, what do you mean by risk class? So I told you there are 3 ways in which we can configure the system. One is warning. If the credit is exceeded, system will give you the warning message. Second is system will give you the error message. And third will be the system will give the delivery block. So first is warning. Second is error. Why do you think system has provided this many options? Why not only error or only warning or only delivery block? Why there are 3 different types?
Any warnings can be overridden. Errors cannot override. Delivery blocks authorization based can be cleared. As you mentioned, the like authorized person can take a decision on it.
Right. So as you said, if it is error, it cannot be override, which means system will not allow the user to create the sales order at all. If the limit is exceeded, no, clear no, we don't want to take your order because your credit is not available. Okay.
Yes.
Warning means you are just informing that, oh, there is a exceed in the credit limit, but still, if you want to continue, you can continue. And third one is delivery block. So although yes, there is a exceeded in the, so I'm accepting your order, but I'm blocking your delivery, which will be reviewed by our managers. So what is it like? Are we going to use all of 3, or normally you are going to use only one? So each and every company, most of the companies, I'll not say each and every company, most of the companies, they will be using all 3. What do you think? For error, which type of customers will be resulted in error? So let's say you have 3 friends. Just take a simple example. You have 3 friends. Okay, and they are asking you some credit. They are just they want to buy something, but they are saying that once our salary is done, we will be paying you this much amount. So whom will you give warning? Whom will you say clear no? And whom will you say that okay, I will give, but this is a condition?
Well,
Sir, if
credit rating.
any background that particular company having bad background,